This is how you can make your very own custom VRChat avatars completely for free. Because in this video, we will be breaking down the 4 main ways for you to do this into a simple step-by-step tutorial. And this means that it will go from some really beginner-friendly methods to even some more advanced options such as Vroid and Blender. So let's dive right into it. Now, starting it off with one of the easiest and quickest methods is by using none other than the official VRChat avatar maker, since this one is basically a pre-made creation tool that anyone can use directly to personalize their avatars without needing any prior technical knowledge. So to do this, you want to go to avatarmaker.vrcat.com and click on their avatar edit button, and this will then instantly start loading their creation space for you from within your own web browser, meaning that there will be no need to download any third-party applications at all. And once it is loaded up, then you can choose from a bunch of presets that you see in this overview and adjust them as you go. Or you could also choose to select the random button on the right to get something completely different each time. Now, once you're ready, you'll be able to see all the different options on the left-hand side of your screen that let you change things such as your hairstyle, your eyes, and much more. And surprisingly, from the start, there are already quite a lot of variation options built into it, which let you further change things like colors or saturation levels, or even adding some vibrance to it. Although, while most of these are free, there are also some outfits and accessories that are not included. So if you want to download your avatar without spending anything at all, then do make sure not to select the ones with the red corners in the top left. But luckily though, by far the big majority in here is completely free. And if you want to level it up even more, then you could also change up the clothes with custom parts, which let you add in things like fabrics or different patterns. So that is a pretty cool extra. But once you're done, there are also some other settings that you can tweak in here by switching to the makeup tab if applicable, or even check out the size chart if you want to change things such as your character's height or the length of each part of the body. I mean, if you really want to get into the details, then you could even make some changes in the next Edit Shape Keys tab that are much more specific but can give you those finishing touches. Although, when done, before downloading your character, you don't want to forget to check your tricount first, because if this number is above 20,000 polygons, then this might not perform as well on standalone devices, such as on your Quest headsets. So try your best to stay below this. And another great tip is to also always check out the photo mode in the top right corner, since here, besides just taking some cool avatar pictures, you can also check their expressions and motions to see if they convert well to your 3D model. But once you're fully satisfied, then the last step is to save it with the green button, after which you will have to log in and choose your avatar's name. Now just press an upload and then wait a bit until you can download it from your avatar's management, or still edit it if you want to make some final tweaks. But if you want even more customization, then there are also some other options, such as method number 2, and that is Vroid. Now, this is also what most VRChat avatar creators actually use to make their high quality characters. But don't worry, it is still very beginner friendly. And to get it, you can either download it directly from the Vroid website for both Windows and Mac, or you could get it through Steam and the App Store if that is what you prefer instead. But once downloaded, open it up until you see the option to either start a new project from scratch or use one of the long list of pre-made sample models. Although, even if you click on the new one, then you will luckily still get a basic blank avatar for you to customize. So no worries there. Now, when you made your selection, you will see a similar layout as we had before, but now with a lot more built-in options for you to change. And these go from entire tabs for your face and hairstyle, as well as some really cool outfit variations that are all available without having any kind of paywall to them. So that is really damn nice. And a big tip is that just like before, you can also add your own textures in here to truly personalize them to whatever you want. But on top of that, if you still feel like the built-in outfits or other assets are not enough, then you can also click on the Search More Item button, which will then give you the possibility to open up the famous VRChat creation website named Booth. And to quickly explain this is pretty much the VRChat marketplace for anything regarding your virtual reality avatars. And yes, there is also a lot of cool free stuff in here that you don't want to miss. So make sure to filter for them by putting the price slider on the left-hand side all the way down. And once you've now found something that you like, then you can directly implement it into your Vroid avatars by adding it to your closet. Oh, and if you have any other assets yourself already, then you can also add them in here too. However, once you feel like your avatar is finally complete, then you don't want to forget to go into the photo mode here again before you export it. And the cool thing is that with Vroid, you also have some extras that you can check, such as lighting effects, or even upping things like wind speed to see the changes that it has on your hair and your clothes. But once you have double checked everything and you're happy with your results, then you can click on the download button in the top right and export it as a VRM. Of course though, before now clicking on the last blue export button, you want to double check that polygon count and adjust them accordingly for optimization. and this can be done quite easily with the integrated sliders. Now, when set correctly, just download it and you're pretty much done. However, next to Vroid, there are also some other even more important methods to get your own VRChat avatars that you need to know about. But before we get into that, let's first have a quick word from the company that made this video possible. Because none other than Cat VR, who are known for creating VR treadmills that look like they come straight out of Ready Player One, are once again taking virtual reality to the next level. Because while we are normally limited by the boundary system inside our VR experiences, it is Cat VR that has created these VR treadmills that let you run and jump without any limitation. And since their most recent version, which is known as the C2 Plus Enhanced, is compatible with every VR headset that you can think of, it is also often considered as the dream upgrade for any VR user. And they even go so far that it has things like haptic feedback built into it, as well as a vehicle hub, which will make it feel even more realistic when you're racing on a track or flying through the sky. And as a cherry on top, you can also use the code VRelity for a whopping $130 off on your entire purchase. So for those who are interested, I'll leave a link in the description below. And that gets us to method number 3, which is Blender. Now, while this is a professional open source 3D creation tool that you can even use for things besides just creating VRChat avatars, it is also by far the most advanced method on this list. Although, thanks to a new great option, it can now be a lot easier, and even so much that complete beginners should be able to create some awesome avatars with this too. So, to get this started, go to Blender's official website and click on download. And here, you will find different versions that are available for macOS, Windows, and Linux. Or alternatively, you can also once again install it through Steam. Now, once the download is complete, just open it up and you will see a basic cube in an empty world and an insane amount of settings all over your screen. And yes, using Blender would beforehand mean that you would have to completely start making your avatars from the ground up. So luckily though, there are also some new tools such as Neural 4D that can completely create the 3D models for you and export them directly to Blender itself. Now, to show you this as an example, within this Neural 4D tool, you could create a 3D model by as simple as just quickly uploading a 2D image and let it generate based on that file. Or, if you don't have a picture of the character that you want, then you can also just use the text-based input that describes the character instead. And this can actually all still be done completely for free. But by far the best results with this can be found when you check out the anime art option, because this version is specifically made to create those VRChat avatars from scratch. With all you need is just a good description of what you're looking for. However, this more advanced anime art modeling does fall out of the free plan, so keep that in mind. But either way, once you've created that 3D model either in this way or with the free option, then you can import them into Blender easily and finish it up in there. And in that way, you basically skip the most time-consuming and complicated part of avatar creation altogether. Oh yeah, and I will also of course make sure to leave the links to all of these free methods and tools that are used in this video down in the description below. But we also still have one of the best and easiest methods for last, and that is getting them directly from within a VRChat avatar world. Since as you might already know, there are many awesome VRChat worlds that are completely dedicated to avatars alone, and these can let you pick and choose your own characters as you see fit. Now, probably the most known option for this is Prismic's Avatar Search, because this one has a massive library of basically any character that you can think of, and all that you have to do is just type in its name and click on the one that you like most. But that is not all, because there are also a lot of other awesome hidden VRChat avatar worlds that a lot of people have never seen and that you need to know about. So click on the video that you see on screen right now to make sure you don't miss out on that. And of course, stay awesome.